been with me before, my name is Stella, and I paint and draw my own tarot cards, and we've been on an amazing journey. So the question today is, how bad is your bad boy? So maybe they've treated you in a certain way and you're kind of like not sure if this is a one-off or if this is a pattern. You know, how dark does it go, basically? And take some time out, go and get yourself a coffee or a nice cool drink, and just take some chill time, and let's do your reading. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let's go to pile 1. So this is for everyone that chose pile 1, and the question today is, how bad is your bad boy? You know, maybe they haven't been treating you the way that you would want, and maybe you're just uncertain about who they really are, and what they're really about, or how much are they really bad. You know, is it a pattern? How dark does it go, basically? So let's have a look for you. So this is for everyone that picked pile 1, and we want to find out, how bad is their bad boy? How bad is their bad boy? Let's have a look here. So just as I'm laying these cards out, just want to thank all my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. Also, for everyone that's booked a private reading, I do a lot of private readings and I really love doing them. I have a continuous special offer of £25 full reading. You can ask 3 questions, and I think anybody who's had a private reading with me will tell you that I kind of ask my own questions in the middle of it, maybe questions that you haven't thought about. So it's really great value for money. Okay, how bad is your bad boy? Let's have a look here. So the energy that I'm getting here is your bad boy is a little bit of a bad boy, but not super bad. you might be relieved to know that. So what we've got here is the 2 of Pentacles. So your bad boy is constantly trying to juggle their emotions, okay, or juggle their behavior, or juggle between you and somebody else, okay. They have a kind of an element of sneakiness. And I do have to say, I mean, switch up the genders if you want. Sometimes I feel like with men, they really pride themselves of ducking and diving. Okay, that's the same we've got in the UK, where they can kind of outsmart the next person. Okay, because it's just, I don't know, it's kind of like a competitive thing. So they do it in sport, they do it in business, they do it with their mates, they do it when they're trying to buy something. Do you know what I mean? They sort of have that instinct, and this person enjoys that. However, the great thing is they do try to keep some restraint on it. Okay, they do try to stop themselves being that way. Okay, they do try to stop themselves falling into excess. But I do feel that they do a lot of online activity here, okay? There is a lot of online activity, whatever that means, whether that's sort of Instagram, or whether that's dating apps, or whether that's kind of WhatsApp, and whether it goes a little darker than that, I'm not sure, but we'll have a look in a minute. I do feel like your special person or your bad boy is heading for burnout with this sanctuary card. I really do, though. They've maybe had a pattern, they've done it for a long time. As I said, they're constantly trying to keep a balance here, which is good, but I feel like there's maybe very easy for them to fall into excess. And they kind of know they're a bad boy, okay, with this judgment card. They're kind of like, well, I pretty much don't want anyone to find out what I've been up to. Although I'm not getting a really, I mean, you know, what would you think is bad? You know, I'm not getting this is like super dark or anything like this. I think they're just a bit of a mover and a shaker, and a little bit shifty, and maybe don't speak the truth. They approach life with logic with this King of Swords. You know, they're very much like, well, if I want to get A to B, I need to do this, and they just apply logic to it and not many emotions. I just want to find out about this Temperance card here. Well, we were just saying what a good boy they are, and look what's just fallen out. Now this is really weird. If you haven't been with me before, as I mentioned, I paint and draw my own tarot cards, and I painted this one on the back of a knicker packet. Can you believe it? And I didn't even realise I'd done it. That's synchronicity for you. Okay, so the plot's getting a little bit thicker here. So I don't know if you can see up here all these really deep red colours. That's really base chakra colours. Okay, so this is someone who's operating from the base chakra, who finds it hard to maybe control their lust, and finds it hard to control their desires. But I do think now it's become quite a cultural thing with guys. I really do. So this third party they could indulge in anonymous hookups. I certainly in the UK, in certain cities in the UK, this is very normal. Say like if you go to London, people would expect to be having an anonymous hookups at the weekends, that sort of thing. Whether it happens during COVID, I don't know. Okay, but this is quite a cultural thing that can change from city to city, town to town, country to country. So this person does have this energy of falling into this. Okay, let me just see about this Temperance card down here. Okay. I know I asked that and we got that, but I just want to go down. It's between Temperance and Sanctuary. Temperance and Sanctuary. Ah, that's so interesting. I feel, yeah, I really am sort of starting to get a picture that your person is really a bit of a mover and a shaker. Okay, and they like to keep their prime position. Okay, and they're very good at, well, we could say knocking anybody else down, but what I mean is, if someone comes in and they think that they've got a better deal to do than your special person will have a better deal. Okay, can outmaneuver them, can out-negotiate them. But I do feel like this leads to secrecy in their life. The things that they're doing behind the scenes. Okay, I just want to see how bad this goes. Okay, how bad does this go? So this is quite interesting because the energy started not too bad, and then now we're unfolding. How bad and dark does this go, please? Oh, gosh, saving grace. Not so bad, actually. I was getting worried there. You know, I think there's enough room here for worry, and I feel like there's enough here to show a warning here. Okay, definitely to show a warning. And but I think ultimately your person, although they act like the King of Swords and they just want to apply logic and strategy and get through things, even in their romantic life, you know, that they would just apply the same things, that underneath they do feel a lot of emotions. And I feel like when they do feel a lot of emotions, they just take time out. when they start to feel the heat, they get out of the kitchen, yeah? And they just take time out and they need to rest from their behaviours, basically. I just want to see if this has been a long-term pattern or a recent one. Let's have a look. Long-term pattern or a recent one, please. Actually, when I was picking those cards up, I was being told that they're not the cards. That's so funny. Okay, so I'm just going to put them back in. Is this a long-term pattern or a recent one? So what I'm saying with the long-term or recent one is, if it's long-term, it's harder to change. It's just something, you know, a pattern that they work from. If it's a recent one, it could be something that has raised its ugly head when they've been with you in your connection. But, okay. Okay, I do feel this is a long-term pattern. And a pattern almost they're not comfortable with, strangely. They have a pattern of withdrawing themselves, not looking at things, possibly being jealous, shutting themselves off emotionally, then wanting reconciliations, then, and I feel like it changes, you know, they keep continually going through a cycle of reconciliation and then blocking themselves off, you know, moving forward or wanting connection and then blocking off. And yes, I do feel it's a strong pattern with this with this 10, the Wheel of Fortune, the end of a cycle, beginning of a cycle. And with the Moon card, I think the cards are telling us quite clearly that this is quite an ingrained cycle with your person, okay? And we haven't got to the Devil energy on this, but I feel it's sufficient that they've fallen into a pattern somehow. I feel underneath a real good guy here with this King of Cups. They do feel emotions. They do try not to fall into this excess, but they continually do it. And there's just something about, I think they feel they can outsmart and outmaneuver most people, okay? And you know, and they can't help but exercise that in their life. And that goes for their relationships as well. All right, so the pattern that they have with other people is also applied to yourself. I guess the question is why? Okay. They have a lot of secrets here. They cause conflict in their own life, basically. And then when it gets too much like that, then they just take time out, or they have a little bit of a burnout and withdrawal here. Okay. Let's see why they have this pattern. Oh, okay. Because they're in a pleasure dome energy, there's something in them that's just looking for sweet nothings and emotional bliss, physical bliss, just almost hedonistic, you know, just kind of like searching for that constant feeling of euphoria, basically, and that's why they do it. So I guess the question is that so I think we all kind of feel like we know why men might go from woman to woman to woman. Obviously, you can switch up the genders, okay? But the question is, let's ask the tarot, you know, why they have to keep seeking that holy grail, as it were, with a new person. Let's just have a look and see if the tarot can tell us any more about this. Oh my God, can you believe these cards? That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Because they They're in a constant state of, well, there's two things here. They feel the power of love, let's just say, or attraction with the Ace of Cups, okay? Like they see it coming into their life, and I don't know if you remember when love came into your life, it just feels so damn good, and then it just dies. Can you believe there's two cards come out of all of those? I can't believe it. Okay, so there's that, but I also feel like it's saying me that they've experienced being loved and rejected, love, reject, love, reject. So it's a pattern that they're playing on. Sorry, it's a pattern they're playing out. Unbelievable cards there. So we've definitely got significant enough info here that there's definite major red flags. They're not as bad as, like, they haven't got to the state of criminally bad, you know, okay, but it's bad enough for you to take note. Okay, so I hope that answered your questions, okay, and it's a pleasure to do that one. It's a little bit unusual. Cards are pretty awesome there. So do jump on to another reading to find out more about your special person. And thank you so much. Take care, and it's ciao from Italy. Ciao, ciao. So this is for everyone who chose pile 2, and the question today is, how bad is your bad person, your bad boy? How bad are they? How far does it go? Do you really know them? Is this a pattern or is this a one-off? So let's have a look and find out. I'm hoping we're going to have some lovely, no, they're angels, you know. How bad is pile 2? How bad is their bad person? How far does it go? How far does it go? Let's have a look. Oof. Okay, just as I lay these cards out, I just want to tell you that thank you to all my subscribers, and thank you to everyone that books private readings. I do a lot of private readings, and I've always got a special offer. You can just jump onto Etsy and have a look at that. It's £25 for a full reading. So yeah, so feel free to email me or just to book through Etsy. So, how bad is your bad person? Let's have a look. Well, what I'm feeling with this particular reading is, I don't feel they're that bad actually, but there are some challenges here. So, I do feel like your person has a lot of responsibility in their life. They have a lot of social or cultural belief structures which could make them feel that they can't step out of line very much, okay? However, I do feel that behind this kind of persona and this facade, okay, we all have it, you know, so we can't be too harsh on them for that, is that they live a secret life. They live a secret life. What I like about this reading is that they have a sense of optimism in them where love and romance is concerned, which is quite nice. I think they are maybe looking for the one, okay, the one that really lights them up. Or for some of them, I do feel like, which is very unusual, it doesn't normally come out in my readings, I do feel like they might feel like believe in this sort of divine union for some of them, definitely. And they do believe in the right timing and stuff like that. They might have some spiritual leanings, actually, I'm sort of feeling with this. If not spiritual, then certainly religious. Okay, where they see their partner as a certain, you know, they see their partners should have certain qualities or come into their life at a certain time. Maybe they feel like they'll know who that person is when they come, sort of thing, okay? So they do have a secret life, actually, and I don't think that they're adverse to a little bit of flirting here. And I think they're very good at it. And they can be quite powerful when they've made the decision to be flirting with someone and that sort of thing. I want to just find out more about this Wheel of Fortune, because I want to see where that goes to. What's really interesting about your layout is that they come across like this, maybe this father figure, or certainly with a degree of maturity. And then, but underneath they're kind of like a little bit wild. They're certainly a decision maker, absolutely. And once they've made a decision, they act on it, which is very, very interesting. I'm not seeing this person as really a bad boy, okay? I feel like they could be quite verbally flirtatious, okay? Yeah, I feel they could have a bit of a twinkle in their eyes. Yeah, got a couple there. So I want to find out about this Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune, please. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune, please. Oh, this is getting very interesting here. So I was seeing this and just over here. Okay, so let's have a look. Can you see that? Okay. So what we've got this Wheel of Fortune, and we've got this person who's quite flirty at the 12 o'clock here, right? Can say stuff. I think it could be email, but I feel like this person could just go out in life and be quite flirty in their work and with their neighbours, you know, at parties and that sort of thing. And what it does, it swings from flirtatious, okay, into, no, I'm not going to commit to you. All right. That your special person, for a lot of them, they could be married or in a long-term commitment, but they're still flirting. But they get to the point where they're just like, no, and then like, oh, maybe I'll just go again, right? And start flirting again. So there is something about them that's on the lookout for, when I say love, females tend to call it love. Men might call it attraction, giving their cup of love. You know, they're kind of like, you know. I do feel a little bit, there could be a bit of emailing going on here. Okay, I don't feel like this person is a massive bad boy at all. No, I'm not feeling that at all. Okay. But there is that aspect of, let me just do it. How can I show you here? It's a bit like, this. Let me just pop this up here so you can sort of get a measure. I think they go round in cycles. I think they go sort of like this. Sort of like, so imagine this is a clock. All right, they go, cup of love, not going to commit. Oh, sweet nothings. Oh, I've got responsibilities. Cup of love, not going to commit. And I feel like they can go round and round in circles. I don't feel like for some others though, that they're really in a dark space or gone down a dark path or anything like that. Okay, I don't think you have to worry about that side of things, but they are very non-committal. They are a little hot cold, not majorly, but a little bit hot cold. And then I think their reasoning will be about their responsibilities in life and things like that. Okay, or they just got a sense of maturity, but then they've got this kind of young boyish sort of inside sort of energy with them. I do believe that this person believes in love though, which is really, really nice. So it's a pretty good reading for pile 2. And maybe you're kind of relieved with that. Okay, so not such a bad boy at all. Okay, so that's for everyone for pile 2. I hope you enjoyed that. Do jump on to another reading. And see if another reading suits you as well about your love life. So this is for everyone that picked pile 3, and the question is, are they a bad boy? You know, and how bad are they? How bad is your bad boy? You know, so what we're going to do, we're going to dig in and we're going to have a look at their personality and see how far their bad boy goes. Okay, so let's have a look here. My spirit friends are saying to me, no one's at prison level yet. Okay, my goodness me. Okay, let's have a look here. So pile 3, how bad is their bad boy? How far does it go? How dark is it? You know, do you need to be worried, you know, and have some sleepless nights over what they're up to? I don't know if any of you, I watch a lot of relationship coaches. Don't know why I'm cool to tell you this, but has anyone watched Derek Jackson? Okay, so he was pretty good. Let me just fill you in a little bit just before I lay your cards out. Well, I'll lay them out and then I'll tell you. So yeah, so Derek Jackson, he was pretty good. I used to watch him. I was like, oh, he's really quite insightful about the male psychology. All right, but the bizarre thing was he was teaching women to value themselves and how to get the best out of relationship and all this, and don't be with bad boys. And he was like a full-on bad boy, and he got caught out. Had multiple affairs. His wife got involved on his channel and all this sort of thing, and it was just like super weird. You know, it's literally like he was talking about himself, pretending that he wasn't that. Okay, but I mean, to such a massive, on such a massive scale, like off the chart scale, like in the realms of Catch Me If You Can movie with Leonardo da Vinci. You know who I mean, the actor. Oh my God, I've got such brain fog. Everyone might do something and have a little secret, but this guy, it was just like, oh my God, just like over the top. Now he's still trying to be a relationship coach, and his information is good, but people can't really take what he's saying because he is that bad boy. You know, like there's just a real disconnect there, sort of thing. I think he missed an opportunity because I think there was a movie there in the making. I mean, he would have been like bad, okay? I mean, the amount of lies he told, oh my God, the amount of lies he told, it was unbelievable. Right, how bad is your bad boy? The problem with your bad boy is that they can't help but lie. And I just said about Derek Jackson, didn't I? That's so weird. And that's what I'm seeing here, because this is the lying card. All right, for me, this is the lying card. Your person is loving and generous. They have a real good feel-good factor around them. I think they can really brighten up someone's day, your day. You know, they really know how to get the best out of life. They're actually, for some of you, they're an absolute joy to be around. They really are. They understand love. They feel love on a very deep emotion here with the King of Cups. Lovely energy. All right, so your bad boy is a little bit of a bad boy because what's with the lying? What's with the lying? Right? And it is a trait that I have seen in men. And I don't think they see it as lying. I think they just see it as being clever, being smart, getting over obstacles. All right. So this is such a lovely energy. This ship, oh God, these lovely yellow colours coming through. I mean, just beautiful. It's a real action energy, chakra energy here, but I also feel a lot of joy and happiness coming out of this reading. Okay, like a lot. All right, so if they're not showing up like that, they certainly have the potential. This person is a bit of a dreamboat. Seriously, a bit of a dreamboat. I feel a bit dreamy actually just looking at those cards. It's a lovely spread. I don't think I've seen that spread. but they like to tell a few porcupines. Okay. They like to tell a few porcupines. Let's find out. Sorry, that's an English term. Lies and pies. Okay, porcupines. They like to tell a few lies. Why is that? Why are they telling lies, please? Why are they telling lies, please? Why are they telling lies, please? Oh my God, it was going so well. Can you believe? I'm going to rewind this and check this out. Just so you know, when I pick the cards, I have my eyes closed. Secret sex. Right? I'm still going to uphold that your person is a dreamboat. Your person is a dreamboat. But oh boy, butter wouldn't melt in their mouths, would it? This person understands love. They're engaged in love. They're generous. They've got a real good feel-good factor. I mean, their sails are open. They come sailing into your life. And they do have a depth of emotion. They actually do. But what's this over here? We've got secret sex. So, either this person's had an affair in the past or is having an affair. Okay. And they're just trying to balance it out. Or they've had some terrible, terrible loss in love before, which you might know about. For some of you, that might be the thing, that they've had an affair in the past and they don't want you to know about it. For some of you, they are having an affair. Okay, and you would never know, not with these cards. They're loving and generous and kind. They reciprocate. For some of you, you could be having like gorgeous days out and all the rest of it, okay? But they like to lie and they've got secrets. Can't believe those cards come out. That's crazy. Okay, let me find out a little bit more for you. I think I'm hearing, like, for some of you, you kind of know this person is a bit of a catch, all right? And you kind of know that if they're not fully invested in you, I'm sort of getting that image of, what's his name? Did any of you watch Suits? The, oh my God, I don't know if it's a series, not documentary, drama, I don't know what it's called. It was, it's on Netflix now, isn't it? Anyway, Suits, about the lawyer. A little bit like the main character in there. Okay, can't remember his name. You know, where he's like a high roller, you know, he's a mover and a shaker, you know, he's a lawyer and, you know, he works hard, plays hard, but not really a bad person. You know, like, I don't know, he's not doing other crazy stuff, you know. But he probably is the type of person that would be open to an affair. You know, he wouldn't finish one relationship before going into another. So tell me about, let's have a look. Tell me about this, why this person lies. Why is this person lying? Oh my God. Okay, well, the cards say, I don't want it to be this, but the cards are saying it. This person lies because he does have other activity going on, all right? And maybe does online stuff or romantic sexting, texting with people. He lies because he doesn't want to have the judgment, doesn't want to be found out, basically, okay? And you might find him quite passive, which is just kind of weird because we've got this really, I mean, these are just glorious down here. I mean, but like, if you didn't have those ones, that would be like, well, that's a dream come true. Lovely, lovely energy this person's got. But they're doing stuff. Okay, certainly enough for you to be worried about. Certainly enough for you to be worried about. Sorry, let me finish. Certainly enough for most of you to be worried about. For some of you, they have had an affair in the past that they don't want you to know about. Okay, so I think that's quite important. Okay, but for some of them, they live life to the full. They really, really do. But they do. They are a bad boy with a lovely lifestyle, okay, and a lovely approach to life. So I think I've been asked, can they change? I feel like this one possibly they could change. Well, this fell out. So this is about, they've got a lot of fight in them, this person. They fight to the bitter end for what they feel is justified. Maybe they feel justified in their actions at the moment. Okay, I'll just ask a little bit more. I feel like, yeah, I feel like a justification. Like, I feel like an energy. Well, why do I have to change? You know? Yeah, I feel with the right person, yeah, they could settle. Yes, definitely. I feel like this person could marry, if they're not already married, but could settle down and could enjoy the domestic life if, well, like anybody, if they found their person really sexy and they found the right conditions in life. And it's very, very important to them that the sizzle is off the chart there. That's really, 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 really important to them. They're looking for that spice. Okay, they're not going to settle for domestic bliss and half-baked sex. No, 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 not this person. This person, it's really, really important to them. Okay, so if you're in any doubt. So, but yes, I feel like they could settle with someone if that attraction was strong enough. If the chemistry was strong enough, they could settle. All right, so don't be under any illusions that it's going to be less than, than hot sizzle all the way. Okay. So do leave a comment and give a thumbs up with that. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to do this reading, and do check out my other videos, which I'm now re-uploading some of my past ones because they were quite amazing, some of the readings, and they are timeless. So thank you so much, and it's ciao from Italy. Ciao, ciao. So this is for everyone that picked pile 4. And the question today is, how bad is your bad boy? How far does it go? How dark does it go? So we've had quite a mixed bag today. Some very interesting results here, so which have really surprised me. So let's find out and see what's going on. Okay. So this is for everyone who picked pile 4. And how bad is their bad boy? Oh, let's have a look. So we've got the 9, no, 7. 1, 2, 3. Oh, can't count now. Yeah, 7 Pentacles, King of Cups. While I'm just popping these out, I just want to tell you that thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thank you for everyone that books private readings. I do a lot of private readings. I absolutely love doing them. I've got a constant special offer on at £25 for 3 questions. You get a very full reading, and I do, so there's 3 questions you can ask, but I do kind of dig in and do some detective work for you. Okay, so let's have a look here. So how bad is your bad boy? Now, I particularly didn't want this to be a bad boy because it's the Knight of Cups and he's such a sweetie. Okay. I'm not seeing anything really bad here. Woof. I kind of did want a reading like this. This person is able to engage with their emotions. They're able to feel love, demonstrate love. And it's really important and key to this person. They are a person that is happy to take their time in a connection. They're happy to wait for love to grow, as it were. And we've got this lovely sanctuary card, and we've got this, I haven't finished it here, but this is my paradise card. I feel like they have, or they can elicit a huge sense of enjoyment in their connections. I know it sounds a bit weird, like indoors, outdoors, but I feel like the home is really important to them in their relationships, you know, having a nice environment, doing lovely homely things, okay, you know, whether it's lighting a fire or whether it's cuddling up on a Friday night or cooking a meal. All those things are very important to them. But they have this sense of adventure as well, or they like to elicit moments, really, really special moments, you know, whether it's at the beach or in the outdoors or stuff like that. Really nice energy with this person. They're very, very focused on, let's get to how bad they are. Like, I'm not seeing it at the moment. They're very, very focused on the life that they truly want. You know, they're very aware of or conscious about the life that they've had in the past. They're conscious about what life might look like in the future. But they're also very, very keen in their relationships or their connections to make sure that they have the life that they truly want. They're very, very focused on that. Okay, so they're not going to compromise for something less than. Definitely not. Okay. No, they wouldn't put up with a half-baked relationship here, a half-baked connection. What I mean by that is half-baked in their eyes, you know, what they feel is how can I explain this? They may not offer you, just for example, you may be with someone that's not offering you everything, but to them, they feel like they've got it at the level where they're getting a lot of enjoyment out of it. We've got this lovely Emperor card here, and this person's strong. So even though they have these emotions and they can connect with emotions, they're very, very strong. There could be in them a little bit of a tip imbalance where they get a bit mean. It can happen with the Emperor. Okay, as I said, they're very focused on what they truly want out of life. They're not going to settle for less than what they truly want. So at the moment, it's looking quite good. So let's go a little bit further. Let's dig down a little bit further. Tell me more about how bad this bad boy is or isn't. It's quite interesting, isn't it? It's all about moral boundaries and how you approach relationships and all that sort of thing. Oh, okay. Oh, see how the Emperor got caught up there? That's quite nice. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, wow. Okay. Oh, I think you just hit the golden ticket here. This person, okay, is showing up as a couple, all right, with the marriage card. Hold your horses on this, okay. So we've got a couple of stories here. This person is all for marriage. This person here is very strong. They're all for a domesticated life. This has come up twice. They're all for having stability, laying their foundations down, having a home, having a partner, having a family, all those sort of energies. They're very up for that. They are not adverse to marriage. They are not adverse. And the Emperor is here, which kind of shows this kind of marriage sort of energy. Okay. So for those where this person is still single, they are still very much, they see it as a positive thing. Okay. I don't mean that they will be shouting from the rooftops, yeah, I want to get married. I'm just saying that they ultimately, at some level inside of them, they are like, yeah, marriage could be a really great thing. Now, I just have to point out to some of them, they are married already. They are married. They are in a commitment with this Emperor. They do have responsibilities. They could have children, okay? And if this is the case and your person is married, that's about as bad as they're going to get. Now, I know a lot of people go, oh my God, but that's the worst. What I meant was, how bad is your bad boy? How bad are they going out, like, on these dark paths, you know, sexual addiction, drugs, you know, all this sort of thing, or just being plain downright nasty, you know, or not to be trusted and all this sort of thing. What I feel with this person is, this person's a pretty solid person. This person falls into the bracket of Esther Perel. I don't know if you watch her. Okay, so she's a clinical psychologist and she does relationships, okay? And this is if this person is having an affair with you or has had an affair with somebody else, this is about as bad as they get, because what we're kind of seeing is like this, by all intents and purposes, this is an upstanding, secure, level-headed person, a normal human being who has broken their rules and their own moral and ethical boundaries and found themselves in an affair or wanting an affair, okay? And not for the reasons of just, you know, there's energies of real sort of dark lust sex. No, not with this person, okay? If this person's having an affair or having an affair with you, it's just from that human nature side of them where they've found themselves maybe it's like a twin flame feeling, or they found themselves falling in love unexpectedly, you know, or there's, yeah, or it's I'm sort of hearing like a juggernaut just came at them, like, which might be you, and kind of knocked them sideways. This person is solid, you know, but they've stepped out of their moral circle, all right, but they're not chasing every woman down the street, or they don't devalue everybody, or they you know, they're not a mean and nasty person. According to this card, they're not without jealousy. Yes, they have jealousy, okay? They're not without complications. They're human, all right? But I feel like you can sort of rest assured that this person isn't going down any real dark paths that you need to worry about. And my spirit friends were saying to me earlier, well, no one's got to the level of going to prison yet. Do you know what I mean? Thank God, you know. So we're not seeing, is it bigamy, when they've like married one person and then they marry somebody else? I don't know. I feel that's quite a harsh crime. Anyway, but that's another story. You know, I can think of worse things people can do. So, and I do feel like this person is a passionate person. This person has a lot of male energy. They have a lot of strength. I do feel that they might have a slight sort of feeling like it's their right. It's their rite of passage to have this sense of passion in their life, or to believe in twin flames, or have the ability to fall in love with someone else, but they wouldn't go looking for it. That, I feel like that's the answer. They wouldn't go looking for it. This is a really, really lovely person. They really are a lovely person. And I can hear you again. No, they can't be lovely if they're having an affair. Well, you need to listen to Esther Perel. You need to listen to Esther Pratt. There's so many different layers and scales of why people have affairs. I mean, and perfectly decent, solid people that have never even looked at an Instagram pic can end up having an affair, right? Because of the construct we live in, because of the matrix, this hellhole, basically, this beautiful planet with a hellhole built on top of it, pushes people into emotional areas that they don't fully understand themselves. Okay, so I was going to pull another one, and what was I pulling it for? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm just feeling like maybe this person feels that they've lacked some opportunity. Oh, it's a sanctuary. Okay, tell me about sanctuary. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this person maybe feels that they've lacked some opportunities in their life, that that maybe not everything came to them very, very easily. And that is probably as bad as it gets, you know. And that they're seeking these opportunities. They're looking for, down here, you know, they really want to have a sense of enjoyment in their life. They're not here to do the mundane. They're not here just to do the 9 to 5 and be content with that. That doesn't make them content. They want a richness and a vibrancy to their life. And if you are lovers, this is very, very important to them. If you are lovers with this person, this brings them enormous pleasure, enormous peace in their heart. It brings them a sense of real love of this world and of this environment, and then it makes the things that you're doing together, or the things that they're doing, because of the love that you have for each other, it brings, as I said, a real richness into their life. Forgive me if I'm waffling, but just stay with me, you know, if you've got a cup of tea out and stuff like that. So you can sit in your lounge, as I'm doing now. I love my lounge. It's very, very beautiful, okay? I mean, it couldn't be more beautiful at every angle. But how come I can sit here sometimes and feel quite depressed in this same space? And today I feel amazing in this same space. Okay, so what you do for them, you make their ordinary days richer, brighter, and happier and more joyous. You really, really do. You really are like the sunshine in their life. You really, really are. So yeah, so if this bad boy, well, it's not a bad boy, really, you know, it's not your typical player type. This person is able to love. You know, if they are, I can see an affair here. If they're having an affair, it's, as I said, I don't want to repeat myself, it's because they found themselves in an unknown territory. And it wasn't lust-based, you know, there's love and passion and romance. And I feel it's about like feeling like a man. Now, obviously this, you know, you need to switch up the genders as appropriate, but so I guess if it's a woman, you know, they needed to feel that in themselves. I do feel like a lot of I feel like this person hasn't been able to express themselves as a male a lot. Okay, this is just the energy that I'm getting. And they really want to have that sense of feeling a male again. By connecting with a new feminine energy, and you can switch that around. You can switch the genders around there. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. So out of all the readings, your bad boy is the least of the bad boys. Okay, all right. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you so much. Do give it a thumbs up and a comment. It really helped my channel. And Do take care, and it's ciao from Italy. Ciao, ciao.